Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and President of the Oromia Regional States, Lamma Magarsa, have held discussion with the community members of Begi district of West Wallaga zone. In the discussion with the community members of Begi district, participants raised the challenges of basic infrastructure that they are currently experiencing. Both Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and President Lamma Magarsa stressed the importance of unity to enable peace and development. Prime Minister Abiy particularly emphasized the need to look forward and having a growth orientation instead of being stuck in the past, acknowledging the infrastructure limitations of the district. He shared that irrigation project to ensure farmers of the area are beneficiary will be to address some of the concerns raised. He concluded by calling up the community members to nurture the culture of dialogue in solving problems. Panel discussion was held in Jigjiga town of Somali regional states aiming promoting greenery and managing solid waste in Ethiopian urban centers. Aklilu Gabru reports.
Ethiopia is undergoing rapid urbanization driven by migration to urban areas, which is likely accelerated as economic opportunities in cities continue to expand, and by the rise of new urban settlements. Rapid urbanization brings a number of developmental challenges that the government has to address. These are also environmental pollution and weak waste management policies in Ethiopian urban centers. Panel discussion has been held in Jigjiga town of Somali regional state aiming at promoting greenery and how to manage solid waste in urban centers in connection with the celebration of Urban Forum. Research papers entitled with wicking tubes for self-watering plant pots and an implementation of the Fukuoka method as an alternative solution for solid waste management were presented on the event. Balaina Makonnen is a researcher of private home gardening technologies who presented a research paper entitled Wicking Tubes. He had to say the following about his research finding.
Actually, we can simply call it an aggregate of different findings. It is targeting on first the collection of rainwater, because Ethiopia is a rainy nation and we are having big rain potential every year, and rainwater is a better and a safer or safest water for many purposes, for drinking, for greening, for gardening activities, and for household purposes too. And so the major target of our project is promoting or working more on trainings and teaching activities of rainwater harvesting in a very cost-effective way per household. Okay. And then the water which is collected can be used for various purposes. But in our case, again, we have taken an initiative to develop a new planter model that can use rainwater or water of any sort, actually, to produce greens or plants of many kind.
Balaina added that his research finding is cost, labor, and time effective and easily applicable at household level.
As you have seen, I've seen it. It's not patent. It's utilities model claim, by the way. It's in a process, but one is already scientifically registered. The scientific document is copyright registered, and the copyright certificate is already, as I've shown you, given to me. But the question is not that. The question is the model working or not? It is working very well, and as I've seen in the 6 models that I presented, it worked well, and we're further trying to make it a wider project this time.
It was also said that the Fukuoka method is an alternative solution for the existing challenges of solid waste management in Ethiopian urban centers.
Minimum requirement, as you need at least 1 excavator and 1 bulldozer for proper management of the dump site based on the Fukuoka method. So that's the thinking point. As long as you can secure some budget for 1 excavator and 1 bulldozer, then some materials and management, like as long as you can secure some staff for dedicating to this activity, you can start.
Some participants of the panel discussion also said that the research findings are the right solutions for the existing urban problems.
Technology is somewhat integrated technology, especially it gives it has a lot of advantage, especially in the decreasing of the volume of the waste and in stabilization of the waste and just for the composition of this organic waste and so on.
The Oromia Forest Environment and Climate Change Authority and the compatriots of the Southern Nationalities and Peoples Regional States have signed a memorandum of understanding to work together on protecting natural resources of the region share. Fakar Brown has looked at the story.
Oromo and the Southern nations, nationalities and people share many things in common. The well-known natural resources are also found in the two regions. The Oromia Forest, Environment and Climate Change Authority and the Southern nations, nationalities and people region have discussed with stakeholders drawn from the two regions on ways of protecting natural resources in order to benefit the public. Head of the Oromia Forest, Environment and Climate Change Authority, Dr. Nagari Lencho said the aim of the discussion was to set direction on how to create a suitable country for all citizens through protecting and developing natural resources.
Economic,
social and political change is based on natural resources because human being can improve its life using natural resources. Our country is also working on green economy, so coordination work is crucial in this regard.
Head of the Southern Nations, Nationalities and Peoples Forest, Environment and Climate Change Authority, Samuel Kakabo, for his part, noted that collaboration work is significant to protect natural resources and to benefit peoples of the two regions from it.
We, the two regions, have responsibility to protect our natural resource, so we have discussed how to solve our common problems and sustain our effort to ensure mutual benefits. I hope we will bring great change.
Participants have also stated that the agreement of the two regions to work on protecting natural resources can play a great role for the country and strengthens the relationships of people of the two regions, adding that they are ready to play their share to ensure it.
We have common resource. Common effort is also important to protect it. So if we work together with high commitment, we can bring sustainable change. There are many natural resources which are registered on UNESCO's list, so it is expected from us to protect these natural resources to inherit them to the next generation.
The two regions' authorities have signed a memorandum of understanding on how to work together.
A new transport service modernizing software has been integrated to being implemented in the Oromia regional states. The new transport service modernizing software was launched by the DAFTEC Social ICT Solution PLC and inaugurated by the collaboration of the company and the Oromia Roads Authority. Head of the Oromia Roads Authority, Assistant Professor Muratu Shanko, said concerned officials and experts at all levels should play their part in succeeding the implementation of the new software in Oromia. With the rank of Regional Vice President, Coordinator of Economic Cluster, Ahmed Tusa, on his part lauded the contribution of the new technology and urged all to work towards its implementation. OBN's Kiyabule reported. The 9th National Health Forum has been held in Jimma town of Oromia Regional Estate. The Ministry of Health announced that finalizing the construction of the health projects on time is crucial to provide quality health service for citizens. Here is Fakar Brown for the story.
Ministry of Health announced that finalizing the construction of health institutions on time is crucial to give quality health service. The 9th Health Forum is undertaken in Jimma town, participating the 9 regional states and the 2 city administrations. Director of Expansion of Health Institutions, Directorate with Ministry of Health, Taddesa Imana, said the aim of the discussion is to identify problems facing in the construction of health institutions to ensure public benefit. The main aim of this discussion is to identify reasons of delays in construction of health institutions in regions. It is also aimed to set direction on how to complete the delayed projects, especially to finalize the construction of health institutions in developing regions. On the occasion, the construction of health projects of southern nations, nationalities and peoples and that of Somali region have evaluated. Accordingly, the southern region is at low level with quality of construction, whereas Somali region is leading other regions with best quality construction. On the other hand, Oromia and Ahmara region are at medium level. According to the data gained from Ministry of Health, even though the construction of health centers are at good level, delays is seen in the construction of junior and medium hospitals.
The
construction is done by two bodies, contractor and the supervision body. We have observed the delays of contractors on many projects. There is also lack of infrastructures like water and light. So we are working on this to solve the problem from its grassroots. It is said that the forum can create chance for regions to exchange their good experiences.
The Council of Ministers and its 63rd regular session discussed and passed decision on two bills drafted by the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Peace. The Council discussed the bill drafted by the Ministry of Finance to approve the loan agreements concluded with the International Development Association IDA, European Development Bank, European Investment Bank, EIB, and the Government of Italy. The Council reviewed the importance of the financing agreements to execute technical and vocational training projects, improve women's entrepreneurship program, expansion of sanitation service in mid-sea cities, and advanced agricultural value chains for inclusive and sustainable development programs. Taking into consideration the significance of the signed agreements, the Council passed the draft bill and referred to the House of People Representative for approval. The Council also passed the bill drafted by the Minister of Peace to determine the power, duty and structure of the Ethiopian Immigration and Nationality Affairs and Authentication Agency. After making the necessary amendments, the Council decided the bill to come into effect according to the Office of Prime Minister. The Social Health Insurance Agency announced that over 18 million people have become beneficiaries from its insurance service. Social health insurance is aimed at accessing equitable health service to their citizens and primarily aimed at engaging people with no fixed income source or perceived to unable to get quality health service due to economic problem. Director General of the Ethiopian Social Health Insurance, Dr. Mizan Kiros, while briefing media on registration of the members, said the number of its members has grown to 18 million over the past 7 years, and the agency is working to increase this figure to 33 million at the end of this year. So far, 522 districts across Ethiopia have got coverage of the social health insurance service, and the agency is working to increase its coverage to 680 districts as soon as possible. OBN's Kabri Dalalam reported.